My brother and I used to milk cows together. When Dad felt like he didn't want to milk that night, we'd come home from school and we'd be playing out in the front yard. Say, hey guys, you go and milk for me tonight. But when I was 12 years old, one afternoon, I said, no, I want to do it. Let me do it. I got to milk the cows by myself. My name is Tom Ray. I'm the fourth generation of the Ray family that has owned property here in South Texas since 1899. My grandfather started milking cows in 1920. He had a cheese route and butter route to get through the Depression. And in that Depression, he was able to buy land that people were getting out of locally so that he could grow the farm. But the reason I'm here and proud to be here living on this farm is because I'm the fourth generation Ray to be the current steward of this property.
Tom is very loyal. I think he is for sure very hardworking. He's an executor, and he is still a handshake man. So if he tells you he's going to do something, he is good for his word.
If you shake the hand of my dad back then, it was just like a old, dry, crusty, calluses everywhere on his hand. And the work that we did here on the farm was all by your hands. He's a man of few words, and he just lets his actions speak for himself.
There were times we were ready to go somewhere. I remember a vacation. We literally had the car packed with the kids to go to Minnesota for a family wedding, and something broke down in the barn. I don't remember the details, and Tom had to stay.
You work 8 days a week and 380 days a year, you know, there's never a break. He's the hardest working person I know. Growing up on the farm, man, we would drive four-wheelers and cause havoc and go over terraces and go real fast, feeding calves with a bottle, you know, get dirty outside and play outside and running around the house. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that you just had to be creative. I would always be in the background watching Dad, you know, change tires, changing the oil on tractors, feeding cows, making bottles for the cows. Things that kind of expanded your knowledge from just watching Dad do things. He would get his wallet and keys and I'd ask him, where are you going? And he says, crazy, want to go?
The drought just really put up a lot of obstacles, and we just kept praying for another rain, another rain, another rain.
The biggest memory I have of us selling the cows was us coming back from school, riding with Mom, and right before we turned into our entrance, we saw 10, 15, 18-wheeler cattle trucks on the side of the road. It started raining that afternoon when we were loading the cows up. And me being a naive kid, I looked at my dad and I said, it's raining. Why are we selling the cows? And he started crying.
Tom was working 8 days a week. It was a lot of stresses, extra stresses on the family and trying to make all that stuff work. And I think also we were just holding on to, we don't want this generation to be the one that stops dairying. And I knew that was special to Tom especially, and to this family, again, just had become part of our identity. It's not our identity, but it had become a lot of what this family was known for, is the agricultural, the love for this community, and dairying.
You know, it ate my dad up selling the cows, and that's not something that he wanted to do. But the Lord for sure had bigger and better plans for us.
I was looking to get back into something. So I was on a business broker's website and saw that there was this meat company for sale south of San Antonio. And it's south of San Antonio, well, I'm south of San Antonio. So I looked into it, called the broker, and found out it was Beatrix Meat Market. They were for sale. and we became owners of a meat company.
I mean, looking back at it now, it's really cool how the Rays have run its course through our community in the dairy business, and how the Viatrics did the same in the meat industry, and now our threads are being woven together, and it's a really rich history that we get to share with our community and with our customers.
Part of, I think, what God had gone before us to do is to close one door and literally open another. It allowed us to stay here on the farm, that was part of his still design, is to stay here, but to pursue agriculture in a different way.
Growing up on the farm, just learning about hard work and what that entails has projected my siblings and I into our own careers, just because of where we came from. Now, being a dad and having a sixth generation out here, I mean, he's running around here having a blast, and he wants to go to the farm more than I do sometimes. He loves Mimi, he loves Granddaddy. He just associates all of this stuff with so much goodness. It's so much joy to him, and that is the same type of joy that was instilled in us kids growing up.
My hope for the property in the future is, I have 3 children, 3 grown children, and it would be theirs. And now that my son Carter and his wife are in the business, it is, again, another family business. So this could be another generational thing where the business aspect of it, not just the farm, but the meat business, can be a family continuation. Here it is, another family business for the Ray family.